In this video, I'd like to talk about recovering lost storage space behind doors. The average house today has quite a few doors in them, and most of those doors usually remain open, unless you happen to be a teenager. For the inquiring mind, let's see what's behind door number 1. Well, looky here. Seems to be a gap between the door and the wall. This gap is 3¼ inches wide. All of this space is just wasted. You may choose to utilize this space for something useful. It could be as simple as putting a fire extinguisher back there. You'll notice when the door is open, you can't even see it. As a side note, I'd like to add that this is actually a very good idea. The room most people spend the largest percentage of their time in their house, is their bedroom. So if a fire is going to happen, more likely it'll be when you're in your bedroom. Moving on, a more efficient use of this space is you can install shelving. Shelving that doesn't interfere with the operation of the door at all could look something like this. You can fully open the door. When the door is closed, you can access the shelving to store and display your DVD movies. The width of the shelf is wide enough that a leaning DVD case can be freestanding, but you also notice that it's not too wide, where it will interfere with the operation of this door right here. Looking at the construction, we have the shelf bottom, and on top of that we have a nice little rail. This keeps the DVD from falling off the shelf. Maybe to spruce it up, take your router and put a decorative edge along the sides of the shelf. It really can be that simple. This unit here will hold 9 DVDs. You got more than 9 DVDs? Add a second unit. You're up to 18. Or you could add a third and maybe even a fourth. You're now successfully displaying 36 DVDs. Do you have another bedroom? You can throw another 36 DVDs behind that door. And so on and so on. Let's take a look at another idea. Here's a schematic representation of your door. Your standard interior door is 28 inches wide. What we already have seen is, when the door is open, several storage units fit nicely behind that open door. But 28 inches is pretty wide. If you're willing to give up a couple of those inches, it opens you up to a whole nother realm of possibilities. Let's move the door handle 3 more inches away from that wall. Your first storage area, the one closest to the hinge, has to be the size we just talked about. Anything bigger won't fit. However, your next storage area can be slightly larger, because the further away you move from the hinge, the more room you have between the door and the wall. This means, if you want a third storage area, it can be larger than the second. Let's take a look at what this looks like. In this scene, I've removed the door so you can see the shelves. Here we can see the second storage area is deeper than the first. What did we gain? Well, where the first shelf can hold 1 DVD, the second shelf can hold over a dozen in the same area. Additionally, a larger shelf can also hold other things, like maybe your Audible books on CD. The drawback here is, while DVD cases pretty much have a standard size, Audible books on CD are pretty much all over the map. Some of them are so big that they'll even overhang a normal shelf. Never fear, I have a fix for this problem. Take the CDs out of their case and stack them neatly on top of each other. Then take that case over to your scanner and scan it into the computer. Then print that image out on a piece of paper. Place the CDs inside the paper, fold the paper over like a nice present, and tape it up. You now have all the pertinent information associated with your discs. You can neatly stack them on a shelf, or if you prefer to keep them grouped by category, create wood boxes that you can put each category in. An additional benefit for the wood box provides more protection for your CDs. As you can see from this picture, I've managed to stuff an awful lot of multimedia entertainment behind one wood door inside my library. Viewed from the side, this is all the room it takes. And when the door is open, you can't even see it all. Well, that's about it. Thanks for watching.